All right, everyone, let's give a warm welcome to Indy. Let's talk about her first. Indy's amazing. So this is Indy, creative soul, intuitive guide, energy healer with a diverse background as a writer, film and music producer. She's ventured back and to the realm of holistic healing. She compassionately embraces her clients' unique journeys, empowering them to tap into their innate healing abilities and rediscover their authentic selves. Drawing upon her intuitive gifts and extensive training in Reiki, Theta Healing, Compassion Key, Silent Counseling, and Grief Education. She's refined her skills in addressing emotional wounds, energetic blockages, and imbalances. And through Seia Healing, a safe and supportive container created in early 2022, Indy illuminates transformative paths guiding individuals towards a life filled with joy, love, and purpose. So welcome. So glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. So there was a question, right? So where do you live now? But also, how did you get here? It seems like you had a little bit of a journey.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. So I'm Indonesian. I am in San Jose, California at the moment. I've been here for 18 years actually. So I moved here in 2005. So it was meant to chase Hollywood, to be in Hollywood and do film works and storytelling. But I am here, and there might be a little bit detour, but I'm enjoying every moment of it. So yeah.
Okay. And I know you had a psychic gifts when you were younger, then you stopped and you came back. So when did you first understand that you were psychic?
I was young. I started to note things. I started to I didn't see things or hear things, but I started to know things. Something would happen, and I could not even explain sometimes. I I come from a long lineage of healers and energy workers and teachers. So for me, for my family, energy work was quite common. My mom was a reader, a card reader also. And I remember I was 18 years old. I was brokenhearted. I just broke up and I was crying. And then my mom came to the room and said, well, maybe it's time for you to start reading cards. And I was like, okay, mom, but can you pass me that box of Kleenex first, please? So then I started doing card readings, and I actually forgot about this ability for a while, because when I moved to the US, I was thinking the way to navigate my life here in the US was by being logical, just totally logic, like 100% logic. And boy, it got me somewhere. I started to be reminded by my ability. About 5 years ago, my friend was telling me that what I remember from you, Indy, was that you're a psychic, you're a medium. And I was like, what? When did it happen? So I totally forgot about it until she brought it up. So I really am grateful that she brought it up.
So how did it work for you? Because I know a lot of people, they shut their gifts off and bring it back in. How did it work for you to step away from them and come back into your gifts? Like, was it easy for you? Is there some work that you had to do? Tell us a little bit about that.
I went through a depression phase. I went through heavy anxiety, industrial level of anxiety. At the same time, I was also nurturing my PTSD. And and a pandemic happened. So it just amplified everything. It just amplified all the heaviness. And I started finding things here and there. And then I saw there's a Theta Healing introduction class. So I joined in, and it was with Marie, with you. And it was just a full-on surrendering. I didn't know what I was going in. So that's that. And I love Theta Healing because for me it makes sense. It helps me understand things in a structured way.
Mhm.
And then also in your class, I was also reminded my other experience. So when I was 18 years old, I was assisting my mom moving rains, revoking rains, and sometimes she would be hired to as a pawang hujan or rain pawang, which is someone to make sure that the rain won't come at a certain time. I totally forgot about it, right? And then in your class, I learned about how it worked, and all the what's involved in that activity.
So you were watching your mom move the reins when you were little. That's just like a normal thing in your family.
Yeah, and when I was I guess I was 20 years old when my mom started to like having me assisting her, like kind of apprenticing in a way. Yeah, it was fun.
So I know this is a question some other people here might want the answer to. Like when it comes to having these innate gifts or these gifts that we've been working with our whole life, what have been the biggest things, like maybe even blocks that you've overcome in order to allow yourself to make money with your gifts?
Yeah, so some of the beliefs were I'm not supposed to be receiving any financial gain from this or exchanges, and I was not. I guess in a way I was supposed to be, since I'm gifted, so I need to give more. So that's one big challenge or blockage that sometimes I still work on it. I mean, some layers of it are still there. So yeah, I'm getting better.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that is a really common one, this whole thing of like, if God gives you the gift, you're not supposed to charge for them. How can you charge for the gift?
Right.
And I remember years ago, someone just said, Marie, you just charge for your time. And that was one of the biggest things that made me help switch the, change that mentality in myself. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes it so simple, right? Yeah, my gifts are for free, but we're getting compensated for the time that we spend. So did you want to lead us through a meditation or present anything for us today?
Yeah, I would like to share something. It's from personal experience, and hopefully it can bring in some insights, some new energy, and yeah.
All right. Well, I'll stop and start the recording so we can separate and give you the floor.
Okay, I'll take a moment.